Now I've got my own curse stone. Now I've got my own curse stone. And the curse of the Whispering Canal. I am in way over my head. Was Yoko the one who dropped this curse stone? Does that mean she was the previous owner of the curse of the Whispering Canal? Then did she know what the Rite of Resurrection involved? I mean, if that's true, there is a possibility that she might have been, using me, bringing Shogo out here to sacrifice. Feels like I'm being watched. Is someone there? Where are you? I'll be honest. Oh. I didn't really see the person that was standing there until the, search didn't seem to be happy, huh? The hell is that? It looks like a light floating in midair. Huh? I guess that's less important than the shadow figure. Now that I look closer, is there someone there? I'm gonna call out. He's clearly standing there. Hey, who's there? Oh, must have been the wind. Oh, he's coming closer! Oh my, how unexpected. It was your curse that killed that poor woman, I take it. What? Cat got your tongue? Mr. Okiie? Huh? How do you know who I am? I didn't want to look at surroundings. I want to think about this man. That man, who is he? He looks to be in his 30s or 40s. He's all dressed up in a suit and a tie, but somehow he looks really shady. What's he doing here? Is he watching us all this time? Something tells me curses are nothing new to him. I'm surprised I can actually look around like this. If he's one of the other curse bearers, then I need to be careful. He might be here to kill me and take my curse stone. I didn't think we were gonna get like JoJo stand battles out of this, but it kind of feels like that at this point. They're curse, like everyone has a curse gimmick, but by the same token, killing him will net me a lot of soul dregs. A tall, humorless looking man. He doesn't look familiar to me. He's acting like he knows me though. Have we met somewhere before? He looks like he has. What? Oh, this got closer. Whoa, it's coming closer. Is this another one of the Seven Mysteries? It looks like a will-o-wisp, maybe. Is there anything like that in the Seven Mysteries? That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's his stand. As stupid as that is for me to say. Guess we should probably save at this point. She's dead. God. I don't like this. Why's it gotta be like this? Let's just... I don't want to look at him again. Or a quick skip. I want to talk. I still don't have a clue who you are. How do you know me? Have we met? Dear me. It is always humbling to find that one is not as well known as one believes. Perhaps my name will help you remember. I am Takumi Yumioka. Takumi Yumoka? Does that ring any bells? I think I've heard that name somewhere before, maybe? So you do not even know my name. How disappointing. Disappointing, but fortuitous. Mysterious stranger. From Fallout? I don't think there's going to be anything on this page. Yep, just a man. Did this update with her being dead? Oh, no, it did not. Well then, Mr. Okiie. Allow me to make you a proposition. You have a cursed stone in your possession. I would like you to give it to me. How do you know? How do you know about that? Why, I saw the whole thing. That doesn't explain how you know what a cursed stone is. Even I barely have a handle on it. You know about the Seven Mysteries of Honjo and their curses and all that, don't you? But of course, those cursed stones... They are terribly dangerous things, capable of killing without a trace so long as their conditions are met. Dog, if you knew like anything about this, maybe you could have stopped Yoko from dying. I hadn't thought of it that way, but yeah, I guess you're right. Imagine what might happen if one fell into the wrong hands. They would be safer in mine, don't you agree? I don't know you, dude. Although it seems I arrived too late to stop you from killing that poor woman. What are you? That wasn't me. I'm willing to overlook your indiscretion, but only if you give me your cursed stone. No way in hell. For all I know, the wrong hands are yours. Very well, I had hoped to settle this amicably. You leave me no choice. This Takumi guy must have a cursed stone of his own. He can't have a curse. What is this? Is this like me saying, yes, he has a cursed stone, or like, no, I'm imagining things? Do we want to look through the file to try to figure out what curse he might have, just to have a handle on things? I would say either lantern or light. On a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal. Probably not, then. It's about a cart, so definitely not the lantern. That's also, like, I think a common urban legend. Beckoning light. While walking along the road near Hoonji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern light up ahead. Maybe? Despite it's a will-o-wisp, so it is, like, light. Despite there being no one around, following it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it a monster leading people astray. Some even believe it is a vengeful spirit of someone that died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. Granted, I don't know how much any of that information is going to help without knowing the, like, real story. I guess leaving... Yeah, I don't know. It might not be that important, and it's also possibly it's the wrong one. I would say just because of the wisp that's with him, he must have a cursed stone. At least it'd be safer to assume so. Yeah, basically. It would explain how he knows so damn much. So he can kill me instantly, as long as he fulfills his stone's conditions. Till I know what those conditions are, I can't make any sudden moves. I have to keep him talking, learn what I can, and figure out a way to get my curse out first. How can I get him to leave me behind? Though it would be a waste not to take this chance to find out about the other curse bearers. Creeping me out, but it's staying put for now. I should probably leave it be. Anything else? Surroundings checkmarked. Nothing from Yoko. She is just dead. Takumi Yumoko. He said his name. That was. He hasn't taken his eyes off me for a second. Even now, he's still staring right at me. What, he said it was fortuitous that we didn't really know who he was, right? Who the hell is he? Maybe if I focus, I can recall something useful? I do like focusing. Okay, so recall is like a bigger information burst than thinking. Recall probably progresses further. I need a topic that'll keep him talking. My best bet would be... What's up with that light? Maybe not right now, about Yoko. How do I know it wasn't you who killed Yoko with your curse? Mr. Okiie, if you are hoping to trick me into revealing whether I possess a cursed stone, I assure you, you cannot. It is your curse that was responsible, Mr. Okiie, no matter what you might tell yourself. That doesn't make sense, I only found this after Yoko died. Oh? Don't play dumb, I know you're the one who did this. Whether you choose to believe me is your prerogative, but you are mistaken. But you should know that multiple curses awaken at once at the stroke of midnight. There are many other curses in Honjo, and many other curse bearers. Is it not premature of you to assume that I am the one responsible? I would assume it is based on the stone that we have, just because of the way Yoko looks. Like, it kind of seems like they drown and she had like water coming out of her mouth. Wait, so you're saying that at midnight a bunch of people became curse bearers? There's no point in continuing this conversation. For all I know, he could be telling me anything. Also, if it was any of us, if it was Yoko trying to do something to Shoujo, or Shoujo somehow awakening to this energy, none of us left. We were just kind of hanging out. But that focus thing that I pressed the button on could also be me doing it. I guess we'll recall. Takumi Yumoko. How the hell does he know me? It's not like I've been getting out much. I barely have a life outside of work. Good recall. Okay. Other curse bearers. For each of the 7 mysteries, there's a curse and a curse bearer, right? Do you know who any of the others are? And what would you do with that information? Your intentions are nothing untoward, I hope. It is in the hearts of the selfish and insipid, of those who would be more tempted by the Rite of Resurrection, that the curse takes root. And a curse's resentful memories impart a powerful urge to kill, as I am certain you are aware. Yeah. But again, all of that came about after Yoko died. So Shogo having the want for the right, having that instinct to kill. You are a victim of circumstance, Mr. Okiie, but your situation is exceedingly dangerous. You must relinquish your cursed stone for your own benefit before it is too late. Too late? It's already too late. There's no going back. All I can do is keep pressing forward. We barely started, Shogo. Can you really say we're pressing forward? If you're going to stand in my way, then I'll have to stop you. Shogo, please, calm down. Might it take that as a threat, Mr. Okiie? I would encourage you to exercise more discretion before you fall foul of a curse. A little overzealous on that one, Shogo. He said his name was... He hasn't taken his eyes off me for a second. Even now, he's still staring right at me. Who the hell is he? Maybe if I focus, I can recall something useful. I guess if I keep trying to recall... That has not moved. Staying put for now. I'd imagine I should really pay attention to what causes it to move forward, potentially. I'm assuming this is all... Yeah, the Wisp. Just has a bigger hitbox. How the hell do I... He's not like I've been getting out much. Mainly, I probably should try to push that subject. Well, let's ask about Yoko. Why are you so convinced it was my curse that killed Yoko? Why? It is simply that... Huh? I do believe I just saw your companion move. She what? Yoko? Wait, she doesn't look any different. He got me! No. Damn it all. Deceased. So is it just a made you look kind of thing? Oh, hey, what up? My rogue, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. This is mere conjecture on my part, but maybe you shouldn't have done that. Perhaps you ought to be more careful about turning your back on unscrupulous individuals. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from before your unfortunate mishap. Yeah, I'll try again. I mean, I figured it was a trick. I didn't think it would be an instant kill, though. Very well, just remember, whatever you do, do not turn around. Thanks. You got me. You pranked me. Should you not check on her? I'm not gonna do it, you freak. About my curse stone. What do you want with my curse stone anyway? I intend to seal it away in a secure location so it may never be used again. I'm certain that you too would rather be free of this burden. The power to kill without fear of consequence is, in itself, a curse. There are many ne'er-do-wells in this world who could not resist the urge to use it. All the more so if promised a chance to resurrect the dead. They'll seal it away. How? I'll put it in the care of a sorcerer who is well versed in supernatural matters. I have gained your trust. I must ask you to hand me your cursed stone. I'm gonna say you have not. About Takumi. Before I give you my cursed stone, I want to know who you are. I need to know if I can trust you. A reasonable enough concern. Very well. I am an associate of the great sorcerer Tsugen Gamioto. Tsugen Gamioto? Indeed, you must have heard of him. I believe he was recently featured in a certain magazine. Your unfortunate companion there came seeking his counsel not a few days ago. It was from her that I learned your name. I thought she would have mentioned me to you, but it seems that was presumptuous of me. And when did this happen? Why, just 2 or 3 days ago. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not buying that. He knows I don't know who he is, so he's just trying to feed me a story. I've only known Yoko for a month, but she never mentioned going to see some mystic. Although it is Yoko we're talking about here, so it's hard to say for sure. Hope that is enough to convince you that my hands are more than trustworthy. No. What's up with that light? What's up with that weird ball of light? Is that your curse? Whatever do you mean? I'm afraid I see no such thing. Huh? But it's right. Huh? Huh? It's gone. It was right there. I see. It seems you have become the mark of another curse bearer. Huh? Do I believe him if he says it's not his? I don't know. Do I have any other options? I guess other curse bearer would be my presumption. I know they kept wanting me to recall. Can I recall now? How the hell does he know me? It's not like I've been getting out much. I barely have a life outside of work. Wait, that's it! My work! That's how he knows me! We really had to just exhaust his dialogue. Never actually met him, so it totally slipped my mind. The man who was covertly watching Shogo Okiie at Kinshibori Park. Takumi is the secretary of the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps, a chemical company headquartered in Sumida City. Takumi worships the company chairwoman Natsu Yamamori and demonstrates his unwavering loyalty through his swift and exact execution of every task given to him. Just as Natsu Yamamori continues to exert tremendous influence over the company since her retirement from the presidency, so too does Takumi continue to support her behind the scenes. Acting as Natsu's mouthpiece in this capacity has earned him the ire of the current president and the board of directors. Takumi knows the names and faces of not only all employees in the head office, but also the temporary workers in their factories and warehouses, and even their main suppliers. Tsugen Gamioto, my ass. This guy thinks he can sell me anything. I don't know if I mean, he did sell me my friend moved. But I don't know if having figured that out helps me much right now. So what can I do? If I want to use my curse on him, I have to get him to walk away and leave me behind. Now, what would convince him to do that? Scenario 1, he does what he came here to do. 2, he suddenly needs to be somewhere else. He's probably here for my curse stone, so I don't think I'd get out of scenario 1 alive. Scenario 2 means hoping something will happen by chance, and luck is rarely on my side. So my only hope is scenario 3, something makes it impossible for him to stay. I don't have to keep him away forever, I just need to get him to walk away once. But do I want to actually kill him? I guess he did kill me. He works at Soaps just like me, he's the secretary of the chairwoman. No wonder I didn't recognize him, he's way above us lowly peons. I've only ever seen him in the company bulletins. But he knew who I was. Could he have memorized the names and faces of everyone in the company? I guess we'll tell him we know who he is. He really liked that line. Tsugen Gamioto, my ass. I know who you are. You work at Hihaku Soaps just like me. You're the chairwoman's secretary. Well, that took you long enough. Your lack of company loyalty is frankly astounding. Allow me to reiterate my request then. Not as a stranger, but as your superior. Hey, we're not at the office. You don't get to push me around like that. Oh, damn it. Why is our chairwoman secretary even out looking for cursed stones anyway? I refrain from revealing myself precisely to avoid such questions, but I suppose needs must. Since the dawn of the Showa era, the land of Honjo has nurtured our company's growth, and vice versa. It is our duty to ensure that curses do not take root in this land we know as our home. I'm not sure I buy that. Like many things, it is not a matter that concerns the ranks and files. The chairwoman has no desire to spread fear through our beloved company's birthplace. Now, if that is all, I must insist that you hand me your cursed stone. What if I quickly run to the payphone and then I can call him and act like I'm... Oh, we don't have options. Think again? Don't have to keep him away forever, I just need to get him to walk away once. Wait, I've got it! I know how I can convince him to leave. Want to share with the class, Shogo, or... Convince him to leave. Oh crap, I totally forgot! What is it? Called an ambulance. I called an ambulance. I think that would get him to maybe scurry off. And there was a problem? Damn, I must have chosen the wrong option. Is this another bad end? Well, at least we know that the save starts right here, so if I screw up, it's fine. I called an ambulance. Oh right, I forgot to mention, I called an ambulance. It should be coming any minute now. An ambulance? Have you lost your mind? They will arrive to find you standing next to a corpse, alone, in the dead of night. No doubt they will hand you over to the police, who will have some questions for you. Probably, but I'm sticking with Yoko. Unless you want to join me in an interrogation room, you'd better get out of here. You're telling the truth, I see. They are getting closer by the second. You'd think you'd be able to hear, like, actual siren sounds. I cannot afford to be waylaid at this juncture. I fear I must take my leave. I really don't want to use the curse. Also, presumably, his body would just be here. I'm gonna see what happens if I just don't. Yeah. Which, use curse was obviously the button I did press when Yoko died, but I don't know, did she leave? Sooner or later, I will return for your cursed stone. I only hope you do not abuse it in the meantime. Well then, I bid you good evening. I guess I had no choice. Shogo Okiie, you dare? I didn't press the button. He's dead. He's really dead. So this is what a cursed stone can do. Whoa. Cursed stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 1% soul dregs. I would assume 1% is such a pitiful amount that he did not have a cursed stone with him. Do you think that me saying that he must have one led to this outcome? I don't know how much of this is actually branching story paths or not. I left the park immediately. I felt bad for leaving Yoko, but I couldn't stay there. The emergency medical service will probably take care of her body. Takumi's too. This will be all over the news tomorrow. But until then, at least I know she'll be in a safe place. Alright. I have to find my next sacrifice quickly. I've got no time to waste. I need to find the other curse bearers and collect their souls. Killing Takumi barely got me any soul dregs. I guess he mustn't have been a curse bearer after all. It's not enough. The soul of a non-curse bearer amounts to little more than leftover breadcrumbs. I have to think of places where the other curse bearers of the Seven Mysteries would be. I would presume the chairwoman might actually be one that he was working under. Unless if he is, like, secretly, like, a secret agent. The curses were activated at around midnight. The others are bound to be active still. I should check to see if there are any others places with connections to the mysteries nearby. At the very least, another curse bearer might be thinking the same as me, meaning I could run into them. Let's see, which of the 7 mysteries are closest? I'm in the Kinshiko area right now. The haunting clappers are on the other side of Yoko River, just over Shumoku Bridge. The foot washing mansion and the ever-burning lantern are around South Warigisu Street, past the train tracks. And further along Ooko River, I'll find the beckoning light at Honji Bridge. Those 3 places are the closest. I guess I should start there. Do I get to choose? Items? Move. Interesting. I'm wondering... This is going to be my assumption. This option here might be a time travel kind of thing. Maybe not actually time travel, but like... we get ourselves stuck in a bad end, so let's revert back and try different things. Unless if we are just going to do, like... I don't know who that person is. Hat person is unique. But, let's think, I guess. I'll collect the other curse-bearer souls before dawn and bring Yoko back to life. I should go to another location connected to the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. I mean, my items are the Curse Stone. Curse Stone of the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. It is currently 1% filled with soul dregs. Technically speaking, I would say the bridge is actually the closest one. The Shumoku Bridge is supposedly where the bell from the haunting clappers story used to be. I wandered around here for a while, but I didn't see anything interesting. The only thing I found was what looks like a 100 yen lighter someone threw away. I don't know if curses are vulnerable to fire, but maybe I'll find a use for it. We really are adventure gaming then. I might as well also check out the files on the things we're looking for, because I don't really know what the clapper even means. I picture it being like the like dancing, like clapping with the hands thing. As the evening bell rings in Uricho near present-day Shumoku Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. I mean, it sounds like it basically is. It's making sound, right? But tonight, the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clack, clack. The echo answers again, but no matter how hard he searches for the source of this second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of a mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning from a spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. So might be related to the lighter. I was gonna say match. Curse echoes are the visual manifestation of curses. These manifestations are fundamentally related to the origin of the curse. They do not always take the same shape and may sometimes appear in a more abstract or disfigured form. They lack consciousness, unlike a spirit, and are thus the mere dregs of a soul. Curses are made tangible by what are known as soul dregs. Someone possessed by a curse that has a curse echo is called a curse bearer. Curse Echo is in itself a curse, and a possessed curse bearer can inflict that curse upon others at will. The curse that comes with a Curse Echo is considered very powerful in and of itself. Ordinarily, those with no spirit sense would not be able to perceive a Curse Echo, but anyone who becomes a curse bearer can see other Curse Echoes. Old Netsuki carvings imbued with curses derived from the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Ordinarily, only those with spirit sense can wield such curses, but these curse stones allow ordinary people to use them just as lethally. So I'm assuming when we died, it might have been him just killing us and not using curse energy, or it could have still been potentially related to the wisp. When someone dies, their life essence leaves the body and becomes a soul. One is killed by means of certain curses, however, their life essence will turn into a residue known as soul dregs. The Rite of Resurrection essentially uses these soul dregs as a sacrificial offering to bring back the dead, but the amount of soul dregs required depends on when the person being resurrected passed away. The more time has passed since their passing, the more soul dregs are required. Dang! So that means there was a lot more souls are going to be needed to resurrect a dog. Might as well kind of read through most of these, I feel like. What was the beckoning light was the food stand. We're gonna go near that next, as well as the foot mansion. While walking along the road near Hoonji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern light up ahead, despite there being no one around. Oh no, this is the wisp. Sorry, I'm thinking of the ever-burning lantern. My bad. On a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal known as South Waragesu. There is something strange about this cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found. Yet the lantern that hangs from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there is also the tale of the never-burning lantern. Another telling of this story in which the soba cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. What a boring story. Yo, my favorite one, the Foot Mansion. An enduring superstition. This is the story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Mikisoko, modern-day South Waragesu Street in Kamizawa. A foul-smelling... Never mind, I don't like the Foot Mansion anymore. A foul-smelling wind rattled the house suddenly. A giant foot, drenched in blood, smashed through the ceiling. "Wash!" it commanded. After the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. Well, that's kind of it. The man who had been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. Mainly comes to one person, then. And then I did... Let me just read this because I already looked at it before. A serious tale regaling the an encounter had by Daimyo at his residence in Honjo Ushijawa, now Komogata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a Kagegura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one near the Waragesu Canal. The source of the sound was never located. The story is also known as the Procession of the Tanuki, as many were of the belief that it must have been these mischievous tricksters behind it. Is now a good chance to talk about Tanuki balls, or should I maybe drop that subject? Let's drop it. I won't talk about Tanuki balls. I do need to read the Evergreen, because I accidentally looked at that. We might as well read all of them then. Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree, I guess that's a tree type, stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, now known as the former Yasuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the beech residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the Evergreen Beech. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. This has led people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. I like that one. That's a funny one. Like, it's really actually just nothing. The Tauko of Tsugaru. There once was a daimyo from the Hirosaki domain in Tsugaru who built a residence in Midorichi on a large piece of land. On his estate was an almost 8-meter tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use the large drum that resided atop the tower in the event of a fire. While most towers use wooden blocks to sound fire alarm, for some reason this residence was permitted to use drums. The residence and its special privileges led to much speculation and gossip among the townsfolk. How is that a mystery? That's just a thing. I mean, considering, like, what we learned about the canal, I'm sure that there's, like, much more dire stories related to this stuff. There's once an infamous rogue by the name, that's me, rogue, by the name of Tomizo who fell for a woman named Okoma. Tomizo persistently chased after Okoma, attempting to win her heart over and over again, but she rejected his advances each time. Enraged by her indifference to him, Tomizo brought a dagger to a canal near Ryogoku Bridge and attacked Okoma. He cut the arm and legs off one side of her body, great, then threw them into the canal. Do I want to be considered a rogue like this guy? No, not really. He cut the arms and legs off one side of her body and then threw them into the canal. Ever since then, the reeds growing along that canal have only sprouted leaves on one side. Yeah, that sounds more accurate. But also, like, what the fuck is up with this guy? What's his problem? What's his deal? Seems a little crazy. Okay, can we look around? No, we just have think and move. Of course I didn't just find a lighter. There were tons of cigarette butts strewn across the ground too. Seems like the place is well in need of some wooden clappers to warn about fire. Guess we move on then. Honestly, I'm still not completely positive on what this game's gonna amount to. Like, I feel like we haven't really gotten the full picture yet. Both the foot washing mansion and the ever-burning lantern are from this area. This late at night, even a road as big as this one is silent as the grave. Is it just me, or is it oddly dark around here? It's not the ever-glowing, it's the never-glowing. Could this be... I can only slightly look around. I know it's past midnight, but it still seems oddly dark around here. And this feeling, it's the same as from before. Well. There's something over there. Is that a curse echo? A curse of the Seven Mysteries given form? I knew it. There's a curse bearer around here. That curse echo, that's what's causing this darkness. Doesn't seem hostile. Is it trying to tell me to come closer? What should I do? Observe. No, approaching it would be stupid. I should keep my distance. What happens if I try to use the lighter? Cheap lighter I found lying around. It barely has any lighter fluid left. I can't use it. You know what? I mean, I don't really mind game overing. Let's get closer, see what happens. Nothing's gonna happen if I just sit and wait. Let's check it out. I don't even know which one it would be, because I mean, it's a dude, so it's not like it's the soba cart. Darn it, now what? This isn't a curse doing this. Somebody pulled me in. I mean, like I said, probably the never lighting lantern. Oh, that hurt. Looks like I'm inside a building. Did it toss me in here? Am I in the Foot Mansion? I hope so. I mean, I can't see squat. Is this the same darkness from the Curse Echo? Completely enclosed. This doesn't seem like there's even a window. No telling which direction I'm facing. Good thing I have my handy dandy. That's right. I still have the lighter I picked up earlier. Light it up. Just see a giant foot. Perfect, it works. Now I can make out my surroundings a bit better. What the? Something... Drat! He's got a light! That ruins everything! Is someone there? Are you a curse bearer? It's over! Time to get out of here! I mean, what happens again if I don't use it? Wait, he's running? Was he right here this whole time? This is my chance! Ugh! Yeah, you really just kinda... It just happens. What the? Oh, I'm drowning. Shogo's real trigger happy on this, isn't he? Oh. That was a close one. I didn't catch a glimpse of the curse bearer, but it seems like I'm alright. Okay, he definitely was. So, he gave us 29? That's a weird number. This curse must have had something to do with light and darkness. My guess would be the ever-burning lantern? Definitely. So there's a connection between the Seven Mysteries and the way their curses work. That might be useful to know. I would have assumed that based on the drowning thing. Is that really the end of that? We did it? That's kind of wild. Did we get any information on the, Doesn't look like it. Because I would say my guess absolutely would have been the, ever-burning lantern. Maybe if we actually get, like, the stone. Well, like I said, this almost feels like it's a, lead up to more than what we're being led to see right now. Still have my lighter. The ever-burning lantern is the curse responsible for this. I guess maybe its condition is something about me being in total darkness. The good thing I had this lighter. It seems to have saved me. Well, don't really have much choice but to move on to the bridge. Didn't do anything about Foot Mansion, sadly. Hey, that's the hat guy we saw in the save file. I'm here at Honjo Bridge, the location linked with the beckoning light. Hardly anyone's around, not surprising, seeing as it's past 2 in the morning. Feels like the whole world's gone to sleep. Is that the beckoning light? Or sure. The other side of an industrial district, and further down from the bridge is the temple from which it gets its name. Bridge. Honjo Bridge has a pretty unusual structure. The ends are stone, but the middle is steel. The Oyoko River beneath it is actually a canal that was dug during the Edo period. Let me think about this for a minute. The beckoning light should be around here somewhere. Don't want to think about that guy. I like how we can actually just think from hovering over Shogo. That's a nice little detail. Man! I like how he clicked his butt. Someone's standing on the bridge, silhouetting themselves against the sky. Yo, what up? Whoa! Wait. Fine, I'll go first. Whoa, I went first. I see. Interesting. Well now, this is a surprise. Eh? Who are you? If you've got the wrong guy, just say so. I like this guy. Along with the one super shady looking guy. Only a curse bearer would have any reason to be here around this time. Maybe I should talk to him. You say that, but you killed a man that was not a curse bearer, so... He's a flamboyant fella. Wouldn't bat an eyelid if this were the inner city, but he's standing out like a sore thumb in these parts. Also, he's like the only living person that's out here besides me. Come now, it won't hurt to at least tell me your name. I'm gonna say it might hurt. I mean, like, if we're dealing with curse bearers, it could actually be a problem. What are you doing here? What are you doing? Very good. You shouldn't give up your name so easily, especially not strangers. I love this guy. Gone is the age when might made right. Nowadays, it's information that rules the world. You do well to remember that. You're the one who asked. Your name, your address, your phone number, your age, your occupation, your personal information is much more valuable than you might think. You should treat those things with care. So I guess you don't plan on telling me anything either then. You can call me Richter Kai, private detective. I love this man. But didn't you just say not to... Never mind. Yeah, he's JoJo posing. You say you're a detective? That's correct. I'm a man who deals in secrets. Don't expect me to share any more information with you, though. I only told you so that we could have an understanding. Do we have any more information? No, eccentric man. I'm surprised these don't update. But, I don't know. I'm gonna say, maybe it's not fair for me to be kind of calling what this weird menu option is. I think I saw something on a screenshot that looked like it might have been a branching path kind of screen. Which is where I kind of am expecting that. Which is, could be spoilerish, but it was... I don't think I was, looking up anything that would have been a spoiler. I was just looking up... Think to myself, a detective really dressed like that? It may look ridiculous, but he knows what he's doing. I don't want him finding out about me. Do you think he knows what he's doing? I don't think he's a curse bearer, so I'm better off just leaving him alone. What's a detective doing around here? Working, and that's all I say about that. I could ask you the same thing, though. It seems like a strange place to stop. What brought you here? Honestly, I would just tell him that I'm looking into the Seven Mysteries. I guess I am looking for someone, or if I'm spicy about it, I can say I saw a strange man, and he could say he was looking for that too. I saw a strange man lurking around. I see, then let me ask a different question. Why did you go out of your way to strike up a conversation with that strange man? Okay, that's pretty smooth, Victor. I'm looking for someone. I figured it was worth seeing if you knew anything. You don't say. In that case, I just might be able to help you. Can you describe the person you're looking for? I'm just gonna tell him I'm looking for the beckoning light. I know I said a person, but I'm actually looking for something called the beckoning light. The beckoning light? Ah, the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. That's right, a friend of mine was really into this kind of stuff. She said the beckoning light appears here in the middle of the night. I wanted to see for myself. I want to say, it's a good, hook as to want to do this stuff to try to save Yoko. Even though the circumstances are a bit extreme. I am a bit sad that we didn't have Yoko as, a traveling companion. She was a fun character. She said the beckoning light appears here in the middle of the night. I wanted to see for myself. Hahaha, really? You're the adventurous type, aren't you? Unfortunately, I think you're out of luck. I've been here for a while, but I haven't seen any strange lights. Alright, well, thanks for telling me. But just wait 1 second. There's still time left for it to appear. Why don't we wait together? Thanks, but I think I'm good. Really? Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any more help. Do you have much more to talk to him about? Oh, that's right, I meant to ask. Do you have a light on you? A light? You mean for cigarettes? Well, I've got this cheap one I picked up, but that's it. Oh no, that'll do nicely. Are you sure? Do we use it on him? Anyways, I should get back to work once you're gone, of course. Is there a reason I can't be here? Of course, my work is top secret. Oh, it said we were done. So, with that being said, what are we doing? Doesn't seem like he has anything to do with the curse bearers. I should move on. If he's been here for as long as he says, there's a good chance he's seen something. But I don't think it's worth asking. He seems like all kinds of trouble. I would assume we've already, gave him the light. Yeah, when we look at items, it's not like we're doing anything with it. Okay, I've had a look around the area. I should head somewhere else now. Where to next? First around Midoricho Park at the end of South Warigesu Street is the Tauko of Sugaru. That one was the drum, right? North of there is a school called Komagata High School at the location of the Fool's Procession. Should be around here. Curious about the school, honestly. Here I am at Komagata High School. That's a pretty big gymnasium. The large gymnasium looms silently over the grounds. It doesn't look like anyone is in there. I am also kind of surprised that we're, like, jumping through the 7 mysteries quickly here. The school is supposedly on the former site of a daimyo's residence where he encountered the Fool's Procession, now at the center of a quiet residential area. There's not a person in sight. File update. Not a person in sight. A co-educational municipal high school with 632 attendees. No wonder the gym's so big. Its name is commonly shortened to Koma High. Honestly, I don't even know if 632 is a lot of students or not. I don't know what, like, the average is. Although it opened as Honjo First Middle School in 1943, subsequent revisions to its enrollment policy saw it change its name, becoming Komagata High School. The school strives to instill its students with the 3 S's of Sumida: sound morals, social responsibility, and strength of spirit, but success has been limited. Plagued by delinquency, it has been forced to turn to temporary employees to compensate for its high staff turnover, and its sports clubs face challenges with its inner-city location and small campus. Its traditional culture research club is thriving, however, even issuing regular bulletins in collaboration with the local records office. Sorry, I wasn't sure if there was more to that. The school gate is closed, but climbing over looks easy enough. Would I do that? There's no sign of curse bearers or curse echoes. I should go search a different location. I guess that means there's nothing here for me right now. Closed, but climbing over looks easy enough. Past the gate, I can see the main school building. It's too dark and far away to see clearly, but I think I can almost make out someone inside. It's quite suspicious for someone to be here this late at night, but waiting here would just be a waste of time. I should come back later. Fair enough. That looks like the same. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't give me the, like, check mark on it, but clearly I should not be here yet. So honestly then, my idea of it being branching paths of, like, getting it right might have been off, since it doesn't seem like we're really running into too much different. Like, if it amounted to just getting the light before we went to deal with the everlasting lantern, that's not exactly a branching path. This is Midoricho Park, location of the Taiko of Sugaru, one of the 7 mysteries. Huh? Someone's there? Not just someone, 2 someones. 2 men, one middle-aged and the other a young adult, talking to each other. There's a good chance that one of them could be a curse bearer. I'll try to scope things out without being spotted. To pick up their conversation from this distance, I'll have to focus in and watch them for a while, I think. If it looks like I'll be spotted, I'll quickly hide behind a tree to move out of line of sight. Huh? It was supposed to be around here, but I don't see anyone, boss. How do I move behind a tree? Oh. No need to get ahead of ourselves. I bet we see something before the night is done. Okay, I can actually do that. That's better than the... Maybe you're right, but still, the 7 mysteries. Huh? Was there a noise from behind us just now? I figured if it was going to have a dash to indicate that... never mind. Just my imagination. Must have been the wind. Do we die if we get caught? But does the curse really let you kill someone with an object like that? Sorry, something's bugging me. I'm gonna have a check back there. Uh-oh. Nothing. I guess this place is just keeping me on edge. Ah! Aha! Sorry, sir. Would you mind if we ask you a few questions? So I'm assuming the Nevermind was fake or I looked too soon. But, yeah, they found me. We didn't really get too much information out of doing that. I'm assuming cops. Oh, you two are police officers. Haha, people often say we don't look it. Sorry if we startled you. I'm sure there's no problem, but we'll have to ask you some questions as procedure. Oh, I'm Jun Iro. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department. I'm sorry, I was a little too focused on the hiding thing that I really didn't get the information out of this. They're supposed to be around here, but I don't see anyone, boss. No need to get ahead of ourselves. I bet we see something before the night is done. Maybe you're right, but it's still the Seven Mysteries. But does the curse really let you kill someone? I mean, so obviously they're just talking about the curse. That's all we really got out of that. I'm Jun Iro. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department Investigation Division. Newbie detective. What is that face you are making, Iro? And this old guy with the scowling mug is Chief Inspector Tsutsumi, my superior officer. He's just making like a pouty duck face, like a weirdo. You wouldn't guess from that frown, but he actually has quite the sweet tooth. Why, who would say that to just a random person in the middle of the night? Iro, quit blabbering. Veteran detective. Surely, none of them are lying. Let me think about this. Uh-oh, they're detectives. They're not investigating the corpse that was here, are they? This is a different park, right? No, I'm still fine anyway. It's not like a curse could show up as evidence in a police investigation. I can hardly believe how calm I am. I just need to keep cool head and not panic. It kind of sounded like the cursed stone manipulates us in a way, so Shogo's actions might not quite be his own. I guess we'll talk it out. Can't even look around. We'll look at him first. I always imagine detectives as blunt and aggressive, but I guess there are some pleasant ones too. He's too pleasant. I don't trust him. He's as intimidating as I'd expect a veteran cop to be. First that private detective, now police detectives. Oh, why today of all days? I hate that face. Why make that face? Now first, can you show me some ID with your name, address, and occupation? I'll be okay. I'm better off just going along with it. Wow, you work for Hihaku Soaps? I hear they've been raking it in lately, that true? I don't know much about that. I'm just a recent hire. People are loving that new hair product you have. I use it all the time myself. Thank you for your patronage. Hiro, you use hair products. Get with the times, boss. Guys nowadays all use these things. Isn't that right, Mr. Okiie? Yeah, sure. We even make men's cosmetics now. Not so? What a time we live in. Sorry, boss is the kind of caveman who thinks using only a bar of soap for all his washing makes him cool or something. I don't think that. I just don't care enough to use anything else. Actually, we do have all-in-one soaps for just that purpose. There are plenty of people like you. Shogo, why are you trying to sell them? Ah, hear that, Iro? That's what I'm talking about. You should put out more of those. Aren't you riled up? What a conversation. Anyway, Mr. Okiie, what is it that you're doing here? Actually, so at this point, I don't think I would have told them that I'm searching for the Seven Mysteries if I overheard them talking about the Seven Mysteries. Have you heard of the Seven Mysteries of Honjo, Detective? Yeah, I've heard of them. We were just talking about them a minute ago. A girl I know is into them. That's how I got interested. I see. I seem to remember even Midoricho Park had one of the mysteries associated with it. What was it again? I'm sorry, what are we in Midoricho? As much as I'm trying to remember stuff, names are all over the place for me. I actually already forgot which one this is. Or specifically. I mean, I guess I can look at mysteries. it the reeds? No, that's a bridge. Oh, it's the Taiko, right. I had to think about... I could have figured it out from this, but confirming it was good. We, obviously, Fool's Possession was the school, Foot Washing Mansion we just kind of glossed over, and Clappers was where we got the cigarette, which was a bridge. Oh, that's right. The Taiko of Tsugaru. The whole area used to be the residence of the Tsugaru, a clan of samurai. So that's why, honestly, Tatsumi's kind of making a duck face too. It's just more pouty. So that's why you were hanging around in the middle of the night. Oh, I don't like the way he's looking at me. Discover anything interesting? No, nothing. Though I admit I haven't been looking into these things too hard. Right, I think I understand your situation. Thank you for your answers. Now it's quite late, so you'd best be heading home. Anything else? Oh, don't make that face! Something wrong? You're free to go. I'm gonna stay. Excuse me. Since you detectives are around, does that mean something happened around here? Well, we are investigators, so it is indeed related to a case. But don't worry, there's no threat to civilians whatsoever. We'll be here a while longer looking into things, but you can rest easy. A while longer, huh? That's not good. This may be my only chance. I see. Well, I'll be going now. Take care. I haven't talked to you, though. We're done here. Go on home. Okay. When I say my only chance, what's my option? You guys want a light? Guess I can think about it. Well, I'm fairly sure one of them is a curse bearer. Am I? Getting them to leave will be hard. Maybe I should go somewhere else before they get any more suspicious of me. We only have the school now. Okay, fair enough.